Good evening. And welcome to the 13th Annual Women in Technology Awards. I'm Kathy Haley, the co-founder and publisher of TV NewsCheck and NewsCheck Media. Louder? Really? Okay. Put on I was always the loudest kid in the neighborhood. You really don't want me to go there. So NewsCheck Media publishes TV NewsCheck. I hope you're a reader. We also present 5 annual events, including the recently debuted Programming Everywhere, which took place at NAB on Sunday. We also present TV 2025, Monetizing the Future, the Cybersecurity Retreat, which is in its 5th year. If you are a vendor or a broadcaster and you want to learn more about cybersecurity, we call it a therapy program because there are enough threats out there. We present that, and we present News Tech Forum and the Women in Technology Awards. We have 6 really great honorees, as we always do this year, and 6 VIP presenters who will be introducing you to them in a few minutes. But first, let me introduce you to Michelle Lehman. I should have had her up here on stage. And if Michelle Duke could come up and join us in her amazing outfit. We have the Michelles. Michelle Lehman is Chief of Staff and Executive Vice President of Public Affairs at NAB, and she's here to help me welcome you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kathy. I'm so excited to be with you guys this evening. It's a real thrill to be here. This is my first time coming to the Women in Technology Awards. And I have to tell you that I am the daughter of an engineer, and I am an apple that fell really, really far from the tree. Like this was just not a skill set I was given, and I think that gives me all the more respect and appreciation for what you do. So thank you so much for everything you all contribute to the industry. Your hard work and dedication is one of the reasons broadcasting continues to thrive in a time when we've never had more media and entertainment options at our fingertips. All of us at NAB are really excited to celebrate 100 years of broadcasting, 100 years of NAB, and 100 years of the NAB show. And as we reflect on the century of broadcasting, we want to look at broadcasters' incredible local service, but we also want to applaud the many women who have been integral to broadcasting's continued evolution and innovation. Broadcasters from coast to coast are excited about the deployment of NextGen TV, which provides a more compelling and interactive way to tell our stories, whether it's through breaking news or live sports or emergency alerts or just the shows that you love to watch. And I want to take a minute to congratulate Ann Shelley, who is getting the Women in Technology Leadership Award tonight. And all of the Women in Technology Award honorees. I've had the pleasure of working with Ann for many, many years, despite the fact that we both still look incredibly young. Yes, I know. We have worked together for a long time, from back in the days of the Open Mobile Video Coalition, till now with Pearl and the deployment of NextGen TV. And Ann and the women being honored today, they have been at the forefront of propelling broadcasting into the future, and we are so grateful for your leadership and your commitment to improving the vital services that broadcasters provide to their audiences. Because of this work, local stations are able to deliver life-saving information, the most trusted news and entertainment on every single platform. At NAB, our primary mission is advocacy, and we're working with policymakers to ensure that they are encouraging this broadcast innovation. Like you heard from the chairwoman of the FCC yesterday, that includes giving NextGen TV the attention and support that it deserves to get by this final mile. NAB is also investing in broadcasting's future through DEI and education initiatives, and we want to ensure that our industry reflects the diversity of the communities that we serve. Next, you're going to hear about our Leadership Foundation's programs that are empowering women and people of color, including in the historically male-dominated arena of engineering. The Foundation's Technology Apprenticeship Program is giving students not only the technical knowledge, but also the professional network and access they need to build strong careers in in broadcasting. So with that, I would love to turn it over to my friend and my colleague, the NAB Leadership Foundation's president, Michelle Duke, and our Chief Diversity Officer.
Good evening. I am so proud to be here. We have partnered with you, Kathy, since year one on this initiative. 13 years, time flies, and so just an honor to be here, partnering with TV News Check on tonight's event. And I echo what Michelle said, and congratulations to all of you amazing women for your amazing leadership in this industry. And that's what our foundation is all about, the people. And the people who are driving diversity, innovation in our industry forward. The foundation's purpose is really to increase diversity and to provide training and mentoring for individuals who want to build their careers in this industry. Our technology apprenticeship program, or as we call it, TAP, that you just heard Michelle reference, is one of our early career development programs. And as she mentioned, we provide the students with mentoring, we provide them with training, and our whole goal with this program is to get them placed in jobs in this industry. And so they're here with us tonight, and I'm going to ask them to please stand. And before they stand and you applause, hopefully, I want to let you know that of the 19 students in our class, 13 of them are women. So TAP class, can you please stand? They're quite the amazing group. The future of broadcasting is happening now, and we just invite you to partner with us on this program as a mentor, as a speaker, as a host for an intern. We need your support to move these young minds and these brilliant minds into our industry. I know a number of us remember how it was starting out and not having maybe a mentor or having a mentor or having that person that could support you in that first opportunity. And I know these women who are amazing here can remember that as well. We really need your support for these young people here. The foundation booth is located on the second floor of the West Hall. And stop by, learn a little bit more about what we do. We have more than this one program. Thank you again, Kathy, and thank you to TV News Check for this amazing event that you started 13 years ago. Wow. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Michelle. Quick shout out to Tim Dotson, who's the Director of Development. He'd love to meet you and your wallet. So thanks to Michelle Lehman and Michelle Duke. Our sincere thanks. I can't go any further without thanking our sponsors, without whom this event would not be possible. Thank you to the Pearl TV Consortium of station groups, whose members are Cox Media, Graham Media, EW Scripps, Hearst Television, Sinclair Broadcast Group, and Tegna Media. Fox television stations in Covington and Burling, the law firm, are also sponsoring the awards this year, as are LG and Zenith, ATSC, TVB, TMT Insights, Cavell Mertz and Associates, and Desert Moon Communications. Thank you to you all. And I'd like to ask Hannah Barnhart and Terry Davies to the stage. The Technology Women to Watch Awards recognize women who show a significant promise of influencing the advancement of media industry technology. Our first honoree, as I mentioned, is Hannah Barnhart. She's already a COO and co-founder of TMT Insights. Introducing Hannah will be Terry Davies, who's president of the Trusted Partner Network. If you don't know the TPN yet, and you don't know Terry, you're going to get to know her soon. TPN is playing a very large role in cybersecurity in the media industry. Terry.
Thank you. Thank you, Kathy. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here. I love that TV News Check have an award for women to watch, don't you? It sounds so optimistic. It's such a great award. It feels very full of promise. And what's so clear is these women have achieved so much and they still have so much to give. So it's a very exciting award. There are many qualities that women bring to the workplace, including patience, teamwork, being natural mediators, organizers, planners, and communicators, and also being inspiring leaders. Hannah Barnhart, one of the Women to Watch Award recipients, exhibits all of these qualities. Hannah started her career just 10 short years ago at Sony DADC, and she rose quickly through the ranks, ultimately taking on the responsibility of head of marketing and cloud strategy. Later, at Deluxe Entertainment, Hannah was VP of product strategy and also took on sales acquisitions to lead the full end-to-end sales and marketing pipeline. In 2020, Hannah co-founded TMT Insights, a professional services and software development company providing solutions for global media companies. And as COO of the new business, Hannah has led the team to achieve 800% growth within its first 2 years. In a recent post for Women's History Month, Hannah had the following advice for the next generation of female entrepreneurs. Recognize your passion, play to your strengths, be humble, know what you don't know, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Hannah's success is certainly due to her own ability to do these things, and when coupled with her natural drive, tenacity, fearlessness, innovative thinking, and her unswerving ability to find the best restaurants in any city around the world, she is a force who is capable of great things and most definitely a woman to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me enormous pleasure to present my friend and colleague with this Women to Watch award. Congratulations, Hannah.
Thank you. This is really an incredible honor, and I'm very excited to be here today to accept this award. When I first entered the workforce after college, I couldn't have imagined the journey that I would be on. Over the course of my career, I've been fortunate to collaborate with some of the sharpest minds, not just in our industry, but overall, and consider it a blessing to have surrounded myself with incredible mentors that have helped me to achieve all of the success that I have. Being able to take my passion for media and finding the perfect niche within distribution to apply my skills is truly a blessing. It's a joy every day to be able to get up and work on the initiatives that support an industry that I'm truly passionate about. I'm proud to be a woman in the technology space, and I look forward to continuing to be a part of the community that supports the next generation of women entering this industry. Ever since I started my first role at Sony back in 2013, we've made incredible strides towards gender inclusivity in the tech space, but there's still quite a bit of room for improvement. As I stand here today at my 8th NAB show and celebrating my 10-year anniversary working in media and entertainment, I'm so honored to be recognized by TV News Check and am truly excited to accept this award today, so thank you.
Time for Nadia Khan and Del Parks to come to the stage. Our second technology woman to watch is Nadia Khan, who is Chief Marketing Officer at LTN. Here to introduce you to Nadia is Del Parks, President of Technology at Sinclair Broadcast Group, a longtime leader in developing new media industry technology, as is Del. Del?
Thank you, Kathy. Boy, what a privilege it is here to stand next to Nadia. Nadia is the head of corporate communications for LTN in marketing. She's responsible for brand management, demand generation events, and PR. So that's a pretty broad portfolio. She also works closely with product marketing and product management, and to execute any new product launches for LTN. If you don't know who LTN is a terrestrial IP network working company that is absolutely a fabulous company. I've been working with LTN for, 8 years, 9 years. In any event, Nadia had her BA from Gettysburg College, which was actually right up the street from where I raised my 4 daughters, and then she has her MBA from Emory University in Atlanta. She's married, and her husband Ryan, I think, is out in the audience. There he is, right there. And they are, as you can tell, they are expecting their first job. So I first met Nadia when you were doing an internship, and I guess I'd been working with LTN at that point for 5 or 6 or so years. And I can tell you that, we hit it. I think we hit it off right away. Very, very, very intense, incredibly competent young lady. And I'm proud to say that I have 4 daughters who are also incredibly competent, and she just reminded me so much of my own daughters, and I think that's probably why we hit it off. But Nadia and LTN are a big part of Sinclair's success in our technology, and so I was just absolutely thrilled to be asked to introduce Nadia.
Del?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'm a little nervous that I was going to come up here and bump the podium with my stomach. I have no sense of spatial awareness anymore. I just wanted to thank Kathy and the entire TV News Check team. To be awarded with this prestigious award is really an honor, and it's very humbling to be in the company of women who are so accomplished. Thank you to Del. It's an honor to be presented the award by you, and I wanted to also thank my team. It's a privilege to work every day with you, and I really appreciate the opportunity. On behalf of myself and all of LTN, I hope you guys all have a great show, and I look forward to seeing you next year.
I want a fan section. Emily Stone and Abby Auerbach are coming to the stage now. Emily is our 3rd Technology Women to Watch honoree. She is VP of Digital Content and Live Now at Fox television stations. Introducing Emily will be Abby Auerbach, Chief Communications Officer at the Television Bureau of Advertising. Abby is a recipient of the 2019 Women in Technology Futurist Award. Abby?
Thank you, Kathy. Hello, everyone. Well, unlike the 2 previous honorees, Emily and I met about 30 seconds ago, but I can already tell you that she has impressed me enormously. What we do have in common is that we're both from local broadcast television, and I'm delighted to introduce you all to Emily tonight. It is my pleasure to introduce Technology Woman to Watch, Emily Stone. Emily was introduced to local television as a sports intern at WTVT in Tampa and was quickly offered a position as a web producer for the station. Today, she is Vice President of Digital Content and Live Now from Fox for the Fox television stations. Emily works closely with all 29 Fox TV stations to refine their local digital publishing strategies and workflows. The group's national content team, which produces original digital content for all markets, is also under her purview. In this role, she oversees web content and social media, including the coordination and dissemination of all major breaking news, viral stories, and important information. In the last year, Emily oversaw the complete overhaul of the Fox TV websites and apps, upgrading each to ensure a better experience for the user, as well as adding new functionalities, such as the availability to watch live news from any of the Fox markets on each Fox TV website. Emily works closely with the various Fox engineering teams in troubleshooting technological and digital issues that arise on these platforms. Her extensive expertise in digital media has brought new successes to Fox, namely through her essential role in the creation and launch of Live Now from Fox, a national streaming news service powered by the Fox television stations. The streaming service provides live news coverage of the stories occurring right now across the country. In a recent interview with TV News Check, Emily said, "You don't have a great user experience if you don't have great content, and you can't share it without a great tool. We can't be stuck in this is how we've always done things." And this is why Emily is a technology woman to watch. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Abby, and thanks to Kathy and the rest of the TV News Check crew for honoring me and recognizing me with this award. I'm so excited to be here to accept it. I'm truly honored and humbled to be in the company of so many amazing women on this front row and the rest of the room who are making strides in this industry. I actually remember this is my first full NAB, but I was here once before on a Saturday morning. Those of you who have been here since Saturday morning don't know what day it is. But I was here on a Saturday morning to speak to a group of broadcast engineers in 2018 about digital content. And I was supposed to explain to them how digital content works and help them understand how they can work with their digital teams better and be more effective. I was stunned when I walked in the room, and I was one of 3 women in the entire room. Consequently, the other 2 women came running over to me and were very, very excited to see me in the room. But it was really hard to believe. That was only 5 years ago. And now it makes events like this one, honoring women, and other events that I've been at this year's NAB even more special. To the other women who are being honored tonight, I just want to say congratulations to each of you. You are inspiring, and you make me want to work harder and aim higher in the future. So congratulations to each of you. I also want to thank my colleagues, many of whom are in the room, and those who are not, because they are absolutely the best there is, and they make this all completely possible. I also couldn't do it without the support of my family. My parents are celebrating their anniversary today, and they're watching online, so I have to say happy anniversary, but I couldn't do it without them either. In closing, I just want to say that, as many of you know, being a woman in this industry is not always easy, but it is 100% worth it. I am really grateful for this honor and for being recognized, and I promise to keep striving to make waves and make change in journalism. Again, thank you to everyone for the honor of this award, and congratulations everyone else. Thanks.
One of our VIPs said a little while ago when she arrived, "There's so many men in the room." And there's a reason for that. You are the mentors. So thanks for being here. I'd like Susanna Brady and Barbara Lang to join me. The Women in Technology Futurist Award recognizes women who have pioneered new technologies, significantly influenced their development, or who run companies developing important new technologies. Susanna Brady, our first futurist, is Senior Vice President of Worldwide Sales and Marketing at Cobalt Digital and Chair of the RIST. Introducing Susanna will be Barbara Lang, somewhat familiar. Barbara is founder and CEO of O21. You know her as a previous executive director of SMPTE, and she is a recipient of the 2020 Women in Technology Leadership Award. Barbara.
Thank you. Thank you, Kathy. I'm a big fan of Kathy. She does a great job.
You've been very supportive for her.
I have been. I've been here since the very first time. Yeah.
As a
And I
supporter.
will continue to come. I'm really grateful and honored to be here today. So, tech leader, commitment to STEM education, chemistry, convening the industry, and even Brazil. These are just a few of the things that Susanna and I have in common. So I'm extremely honored to have been asked to present as Susanna with the TV News Check Women in Technology Futurist Award today. When I was asked to present this award, I read Susanna's amazing biography, and then we met on the telephone, right? I learned about her journey from studying STEM in school in Brazil, graduating with a chemical engineering degree, working in the petroleum industry, then pivoting to technology by falling in love with the fast-paced technology of Silicon Valley, and adding to her business education at UC Berkeley and Wharton to becoming a sales success story. Today, Susanna leads the worldwide sales and business development for team at Cobalt Digital. She lives and breathes futurist. Susanna's nomination for this award keyed in on her chairing the RIST Forum. RIST Forum is an industry group dedicated to promoting the adoption of the reliable internet stream transport, which is a video services forum specification for low latency, reliable video transport over the internet, something we care a great deal about in this industry. Video contributions for the internet is not new, but in 2018, that was all that was available were proprietary solutions that locked broadcasters into specific vendors, which coming from a standards body is difficult sometimes. The VSF formed the activity group to create a common industry specification to foster interoperability and allow broadcasters to mix and match. However, simply creating a common specification is not enough. You have to get broadcasters to be educated and to find these solutions that are possible. And vendors need to produce the products that for those solutions. The RIST Forum was created to spread that message, and both the potential users and vendors. Susanna has led the marketing and education activities of the forum, growing it to over 200 members today. She also educates on media industry and the HDR aspects of ATSC 3.0 broadcast standard. Susanna embodies what it takes to bring people together. She is knowledgeable and not afraid to try things that seem hard. From navigating the male-centric world of the oil industry in Brazil to herding the wrist grumpy cats, as her nominee stated, not me. Her nominee said. Susanna's ability to blend tech knowledge with business savvy has brought her great success. One of the wonderful aspects of this awards program is the connection that we make with other women. I just only met Susanna a few weeks ago, but I already feel very connected to her and very much inspired by her story and her journey. So please join me in congratulating Susanna with the TV News Check Women and Technology Futurist Award.
With that, I'm all done. Thank you. I knew she was going to do this for us. So, well, I decided not to write anything because my dad was a professional writer, an amazing writer, and a ghostwriter for celebrities and governors and politicians in the highest places. So every writing piece I've ever seen growing up was a work of art. So I realized that I might as well speak from the heart. I didn't mean to rhyme or anything, but I'm like, this is going to go better for me. So first of all, thank you very much, TV's News Check and Kathy, for this very surprising, unexpected award. This is indeed very special. I am, like all the other nominees, very humble and very honored to be here in company of these brilliant industry women. You are an inspiration to all of us, all the present and past winners, so thank you very much. I'd like to thank the RIST Forum. You are the founding fathers of this initiative. You know who you are. Rick Ackermans, Wes Simpson, Cyril Noronha, Adi Rosenberg, Sergio Mirara, all of you, you know who you are. You really chose to dedicate yourselves 100% of volunteering work in this initiative. You really chose to give back to the industry, invest your decades of experience and knowledge to this common cause. So you're amazing, and thanks for letting me be part of it. It's a pleasure and an honor. I would like to thank Cobalt Digital's management team, Jean Zimmerman, Chris Shaw. You are second to none in this industry. You're absolutely supportive of industry, investment and standards and involvement in every kind, and you are so supportive of all of this, so thank you very much. I would like to thank all my coworkers at Cobalt Digital. You are amazing. You are respectful. I love your friendship, your day-to-day help, and I want to say that this is the best kept secret to work with this high-tech environment and all this wonderful male influence and support. You're just amazing. It is a kept secret because there's not a lot of us, but it's amazing. It's always been wonderful. I would like to thank, of course, my what takes me to do all this every day is my faith and my wonderful family. David, my husband, you are my rock. You've been there 3 years ago when you used to drive me from North Carolina to NAB, mega pregnant because I couldn't get on a plane. And a couple of years later, you did it again, and you did it again, and you did it again. And you, Daniel, Camilla, Matthew, Isabella, don't know if you're sleeping, if you're watching. I love you because of your patience and your understanding that this fulfills Mom, and this is what makes me happy, and this is what I love to do every day. You have the patience and the understanding, and I love you, and we do this all for you, so thank you very much. I knew this was going to happen. I would like to share this beautiful award with all the women at Cobalt Digital. We couldn't do without Janet Whalen, Julie, Jennifer, lots of J's, Priscilla, Sarah, all of you. I know I'm missing a few of you. This is ours to share, and so therefore it means that the tiara you gave me this morning and the sash will be worn by Janet Whalen tomorrow. So there's more to come with that costume today. I would like to just mention that there's so much inspiration out there for so many women, so many trailblazers in many areas, and certainly in technology. A lot out there for all of us, for all different areas of work that we try to do. My personal inspiration that I have to mention was my grandma and my mom. My grandma in 1930s was heading to the bank to had a high-end job in finance in 1932 with her big dress and her big hat, and caring for her family at home. And then my mom led a long life career in technology, also a pioneer, back in the day in Brazil, and just retired a couple of years ago. Mom, you are always everything. You are a force. I love you. Someday I'll fill your shoes and my grandma's shoes and all the women that came before, so thank you very much. I would like to just say something for the young generation coming up. Girls, you were born with this inner strength. Your resilience, your empathy, your sense of awareness, your unique views, your talents, your determination. You have superpowers, all of you, special superpowers. So use them to fulfill your dreams. Don't let anything hold you back. Respect yourself so you can be respected by everyone. Every workplace should embrace women. You should not be the exception anywhere. Late Judge Ruth Ginsburg said that women belong in all places where decisions are made. So go for it, trust yourself, and go out there and have fun. Thank you very much.
Very happy to bring Christelle Legault up to the stage, and Janet Gardner. Our second futurist this evening is Christelle Legault, lead cloud solutions architect at a team. Here to introduce Christelle to you is Janet Gardner, president of Perspective Media Group and a 2020 Women in Technology Futurist Award honoree. Janet.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Kathy. It's my pleasure to introduce Chris. We only met recently as well, but I've been quite impressed with the discussion and with the background. As a bit of that background, Chris actually came to this industry with a master's degree in telecommunications from Giselle in France, and I don't know if I presented that right or not. And she ended up in the media and entertainment industry. Go figure that, right? But when she entered the workforce, she came in as an engineer, really working in core network capacity planning, and early on moved into an architecture role, designing end-to-end architecture for the launch of IPTV, voice over IP, and internet services. That was followed by looking at defining a distributed CDN architecture to support BTV's video streaming app. And that was 15 years ago, just as a baseline for that work. When she moved to Broadpeak, Chris continued to work with customers designing streaming solutions, and also worked on strategy and defining Broadpeak's core cloud offering with marketing and the operations group. She joined ATEM in 2018. There, she actually took another leap, really start to help drive ATEM into the cloud, both promoting internal education and also helping ATEM build their cloud expertise internally with that internal team and driving that into the solutions and the technology, into the products themselves. A passionate and yet extremely practical strategist and technologist, whether it's around how ATEM can architect and better leverage cloud to extend existing and or deliver new capabilities, or how they can evolve to generate operational efficiencies leveraging the cloud and next generation technology. Chris works within ATEM, within the organization and with the customers to identify where those efficiencies can be gained and where they can be integrated into ATEM's offerings to deliver that benefit as well. So lastly, one of the things that really impressed me that Chris and ATEM overall are doing at the moment is they've created a corporate-wide initiative, a task force, across groups to really focus on 3 key pillars: sustainability, efficiency, and cloud. And within that, use that task force to help define how within products and solutions they can start to measure carbon footprint, and then look at that measurement and how they can then use newer technologies and cloud offerings to help create efficiencies, capture those metrics, and then demonstrate what that benefit can be. So bringing that sustainability, efficiency, and technology opportunities into their product offerings is a pleasure to see in a vendor community. So I saw some of these offerings today in the ATEM booth as well as in the AWS booth, and I would urge you guys to go take a look at some of that, just because understanding sustainability, efficiency, and how technology can be applied is part of why we're here at this show. So welcome, Chris, to the Futurist Award Winners Club. It is well-deserved, and keep pushing forward in the industry.
Thank you. Sorry, I will read some notes, or at least have a look at my notes. Otherwise, I might be crying just as you, Susanna, so if you don't mind. So first, I would like to thank you, the Women in Technology Network. Thank you for what you are doing. When I was proposed to apply for the Women in Tech Award, I was obviously flattered, really honored. And at the same time, I couldn't help thinking, come on, guys, we are in 2023, and we still need to promote women in technology. For me, women, men, we are all in technology, right? There shouldn't be so many differentiators. I never felt like being a woman in the media industry or in the technology was a kind of a challenge. I'm not saying it was always easy, but I'm just saying that, yeah, we all are all persons in technology anyway. And as you can see in the room, probably half of the room is male, right? Correct? So it means something. I had the chance, probably this comes from my family, my education. So when I grew up, both my parents were working, both my parents were doing the chores at home, So I've always seen my dad cooking, I've always seen my mom cooking, and yeah, both of them were taking care of the kids. So maybe that's why I feel like it's just normal that women, of course, should be in technology. I mean, why not? So it's really something that matters to me. But at the same time, I heard even today that some girls in this world today are afraid to go to science, are afraid to go to technology, because they are told that it's a men's world. So I'm really, really glad that there are these women in technology, at least to promote that women, yeah, you can do whatever you want to. You just have to work for it. There is no hurdles. Women and men, we are just made the same way. So go for it. I totally agree with you, Susanna. Just go for it. There is no right or no, let's say, hurdles for you to go to technology. I would like to thank all the people that always surrounded me, that always backed me in my crazy ideas to go for the next technology, to go to the next future thing that I could find. So thank you. Most of them are men, actually. Some of them are in this room. So thank you, guys. And I agree totally with you, Susanna. We met a couple of minutes ago, but we really connected the dots. We couldn't have been there without a great family, great husbands that are taking care of the kids, otherwise we couldn't be here. And really great colleagues, because everything that we are doing is a teamwork. And yes, I'm receiving the Women in Tech Awards, because probably I'm the only woman with the people I'm working with on the technical side. So thank you guys for all the help you are providing me with. Thank you. Very happy to have this.
It must be daunting to be the grand finale in an awards program, but Anne Shelley, Managing Director of Pearl TV, is not known as one likely to be daunted. You can come up. Anne will be receiving the 13th Annual Women in Technology Leadership Award, and here to introduce her, we are very pleased to have Marcy Lefkowitz, Vice President of Technology and Workflow Strategy and at Disney Content Operations. Marcy is a 2021 recipient of the Women in Technology Leadership Award. Marcy.
I'm so thrilled to see so many people in this room. I'm really blown away. The attendance at this event is just growing and growing, and I'm really grateful for all of the support of everybody who came out all along the long hallway today. But really what is so exciting is it gives me so much great pleasure to introduce Anne. Anne and I met, we got to know each other about a little over 6 years ago when I became ABC, the television network's representative to the ATSC 3.0 initiative. And I just can't think of anybody more deserving of this year's leadership award. Anne Shelley is Managing Director. I think somebody said this earlier today, but I'm going to repeat it anyway. Anne Shelley is Managing Director of Pearl TV, a consortium of 8 large broadcast TV companies leading the Next Gen TV initiative. I don't want to trivialize Anne's strategic mind, her relentless passion, or her hard work by calling her a force of nature, which is kind of a trivializing phrase, but it does, to me, conjures up the right image for Anne. As many of you in this room know, taking a new broadcast standard from concept to implementation without government support at the beginning, or even really frankly broad support from the industry early on, it's not for the faint of heart, and it is certainly not for anybody who craves immediate gratification. It's surprising, like really when you look at all of them, probably most of them are actually physically in this room today, when you think about the team that's really actually building and implementing this standard, it's a very small and mighty team. And they have really made a lot of great strides in the in the timeline of building new standards, it's actually been a very short time, and they've come a very, very long way. But what I want to say about that is, yes, there's been this small and mighty team, but lots of people have had good ideas and contributed a lot of good ideas. Some people have contributed transformational ideas that will actually transform the future of television, we hope, and we'll know in the years ahead if that's true. But of all of those people, I would say that if you asked anyone to name, if you had to name a single individual who's responsible for getting NextGen TV where it is today, I guarantee you that consensus would say it's Ann Shelley. Ann is... Ann is a thoughtful technologist, to be sure. She can rattle off the complexities of the standard if you need her to, but it takes more than that to move an industry. Ann's focus is on solutioning, whether it's working with network and station technologists, whether it's working with their business strategy executives, and also adjusting to all of those shifting priorities and the whims of where we think the business side of that is going to go. Working on the security side, which is going to be a real benefit of this new technology, getting CE manufacturers on board, working with government regulators, which eventually leads to things like yesterday's exciting announcement from the FCC chair. And through all of that, so that's like a very, very broad portfolio, and through all of that, she never really loses sight of the importance of getting all of the little details right. Because at the end of the day, that's what the viewers at home are going to see. And getting that right is of utmost importance. So, and at the end of the day, I think that we all agree, everybody in this room agrees that the people at home are our most important stakeholders. And listens, she's willing to pivot when it's called for, but she has the strength to stand her ground when she has to. She's been a voice of optimism and determination and has held court from college visits. And I even remember once from a department store dressing room when she was shopping for her daughter, because family never takes a back seat, and we do all juggle a lot. I will zoom through the rest of her significant bio, which I will have to read word for word because I couldn't remember it all. Ann was founder and president of APS Connects LLC, advising some of our largest public media companies. She served previously as senior advisor to the NAB and as executive director of the Open Mobile Video Coalition. Ann was also a founding management team member for several companies, including the nation's first commercial digital cellular network, American Personal Communications, DBA Sprint, Spectrum, and XDSL Networks. She is a past venture partner and CEO of Acta Wireless. Ann serves currently as board chair of our A3SA NextGen TV Security Authority, as well as a board member of WYPR, Maryland's public radio station, and the Wise Giving Alliance, give.org. She formerly served as ATSC, on the ATSC board, as vice chairman of the Mobile Marketing Association's North American board, and founding chair of its video committee, and is a founding member of the advisory board of the Johns Hopkins Whiting School of Engineering for Professionals. Congratulations, Ann, on this very well-deserved award. Please join me in congratulating her.
Wait, do I take that or you? Okay, that's a little process there. Wow, that was, thank you, Marcy, that was pretty incredible. I'm actually now on the ATSC board, so yeah, which is, I see Madeline over there. I see Madeline over there, and I'm like, oh, I'm back on the board, which is such a pleasure. Wow, so I want to say, first, I'm deeply honored to accept this award. I want to thank Kathy, who I really enjoy working with, and TV News Check for all you guys do to talk about us and to talk about NextGen. You've been great. I think that, you know, it's pretty incredible. The women here that I see that are breaking barriers, loved all your stories, would love to get to know all of you more. And to be in your company is amazing. But I really have to say, I'm a team player, and I've got to thank the Pearl team, who who has been instrumental. And when the article, I don't know if anybody had a chance to read the article, but I talked about SEAL Team 6. And that wasn't my description. That actually came from Roger Keating at Hearst, who said, when you got a problem, you want to try to fix something out, you give it to the Pearl team, which includes the team that works here, but also the investors that invested in Pearl, and they truly believe and allow me and what we do to continue to invest in NextGen TV, and hats off to them for doing that. I wouldn't be standing here today without all of them. I do want to shout out to some of my team members. You know, I'm so lucky. I get to work with some of the brightest minds. I work with 3 former CTOs, one from a network, but one from Cox Media, and one from Gray. And every day they teach me something new. They've been incredible mentors to me. I didn't come out of the broadcast industry. I came out of the wireless industry. But I also work with the chief architect of Freesat. They didn't want to be called out, so I'm describing who they are. A true TV viewership data whiz. He's amazing. I rely on him every day. Former senior engineers from PBS. You know, they've come over to work with us, and they're tireless. Particularly one of them who I really appreciate, and has a brother who works in the industry that's connected to everything we do as part of the network consortia that I work with. To the amazing marketing team, and I am going to name who they are, Dave Arlen and his daughter Katie. Thank you for all you do. So, you know, it is this sort of tireless work that we're doing around NextGen TV. We're really seeing progress. I am the eternal optimist, and everybody knows me, I always say that. I truly believe this is transformative for this industry, and we will get there. You know, I have to point out and take a moment to acknowledge what I see as an historic announcement made yesterday by the first woman leader of the FCC. She's the first. We have to point that out. Jessica Rosenworcel, chairwoman. And I love saying chairwoman. You know, I've worked with the FCC. I see one of the leading lobbyists over there. I shouldn't call you that, right, Jerry? But he's seen me when he was on Capitol Hill. But I'm really thrilled that she's in that position, and I can't say enough for the announcement that she made. We're so excited to work alongside NAB to work towards that full transition, and I believe it's going to happen. But it's amazing to see women break barriers and lead the way in technology and innovate. And I'd like to take a little quote here of one of my favorite authors, which is Maya Angelou, that I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but they won't forget how you feel. So everybody knows that. I would joke that I would cry a little bit. I did on that one. So this quote resonates with me because that's a thing. You have to bring the human element to technology, and that's what we do every day. I came out of wireless, I came to broadcasting, and I have to tell you, when we were in the wireless industry, we always wanted the broadcaster spectrum, for sure, you know. And it wasn't until I got to this industry that I truly understood that you care about your viewers every day. I get to see that because we're actually getting consumers coming to InfoAt, or the website that we're managing to sell, to help to push the NextGen TVs out there, asking for assistance. We call the stations. Do you know that in many instances, and I'm going to see the station group guys out here, especially the engineers, they will actually go to a viewer's house and help them. I mean, I'm just like, what? You know, that's amazing. They're on the ground. They care about every single viewer. And I would not have believed that until I was in the industry. You can't pick up the phone and call Google. You cannot pick up the phone and call Facebook. People pick up the phone and call their local stations. And I know it sounds hokey, but it's true. And that's what I think is amazing, and that's what I think is so important, is to keep these services alive. These are the guys on the ground reporting every single day. And when you have a hurricane hit your house, and one of our guys, our lab's actually in Florida at Fort Myers, and we were calling Pete saying, "Are you okay?" And we could see what was happening, but it's those TV stations on the ground. I'm super passionate about that. I truly believe that, and I'm privileged to be able to say that and work in this industry. But finally, I do again want to acknowledge these women here and all women. There's a lot of challenges that we go through. Yes, I do agree with you from that. You know, when I was asked, "Do you have to talk about women? Do I have to talk about this?" I don't feel it every day, but it is true, and we do have to do a little more. And I hope that women watching and women in this industry can see what all these women have done. But I do think that I've always felt supported, and I appreciate that from all of the companies and all the males that are here. So as we celebrate the accomplishment of women, I think it's up to us, all of us, to always remember there's more that can be done, and we have to work to be tireless advocates for gender equality, but also for all diversity and inclusion in all areas of our life. So with that, thank you for this incredible honor, and hey, dinner time, right? Okay.
Thanks to all of our VIP presenters this evening and our distinguished honorees. One little thing before I thank some more people, I just wanted to recognize Madeline. Oh, she's hugging our honoree, Madeline Noland, who's the president of ATSC. And I believe she is a former Women in Technology Leadership Award honoree from 2019. What? You were a futurist? I'm getting old. I forgot. So, not all of them are here. Some of them had to leave, like the pregnant one. Okay. Thank you to TV News Check's editorial team led by Michael Depp, Chief Content Officer, Alyssa Wesley, who works really hard on our video. And if you see great video on TV News Check, it's usually because of Alyssa. Thanks to Bob Worden, who is producing this event from what he generously calls the TV News Check Broadcast Center in Seattle. Thanks to John Staley, the best photographer in the world. He always produces photos suitable for framing. Thank you to our sponsors, Pearl TV and its member companies. And thank you to Fox television stations, Covington and Burling, LG and Zenith, ATSC, TVB, TMT Insights, Cavell Mertz and Associates, and Desert Moon Communications. We're going to be opening the balloting for 2024 really soon, so let us know who's out there that needs to be recognized. Thanks for coming. Our audience is really important.